Hey Wargamers, welcome back to the channel, Death from Above Wargaming. I'm Aaron.
I'm Tom.
And we're back with another battle report. Alpha Strike action, 200 point throwdown. Doing a little line breaker. One we haven't done in a while.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple exciting things here. Got brand new army on the channel, the 2nd Oberon Guard. I posted some of these up in our Discord channel, some sneak peeks. And one of our astute followers immediately noted that we were preparing for the clan invasion, because the poor Oberon Confederation, as we know, gets absolutely decimated by, I believe, Clan Wolf it is.
They do not survive.
They're like right in the path of the bus. We got the Oberon Guard on the channel tonight. And they are raiding into Draconis Combine territory. It's about, 3049, 3050, just before the clans make themselves known. And so your guys are coming to my house.
Yeah.
Planet is Luzerne, I believe,
Luzerne.
which is a mining world. So we set up a very cool battle grid, I think. I love gold. There's all sorts of neat little gold, I don't know, mineral deposits on the board. Very cool. So you'll see that in just a minute. And again, they're facing off against the Draconis Combine. It'll be the first Alton Mark militia. So 200 points apiece. We kind of went to our labs and we picked out some exciting things. So
yeah,
shall we go into the forces?
Sure. Yeah. I'll start. I'm assaulting.
All right.
With an assault lance. So I have AABC. Got an Atlas. I got an Awesome. I got a Battle Master and a Catapult. So I'm going all big and heavy, but slow in a line breaker, which has a 10-turn cap. And we were doing some math about how, with a 3 and a 4 movement, how far I could actually get in 10 turns.
Right.
So this is going to be interesting, and we might
do a 12. We might extend it to 12 turns just to keep it sporting. Although I will say I went in with 2 lances. I went in with a vehicle lance. And I went in with a mech lance.
Yeah.
And you, of course, just dumped 200 points into four very scary mechs. So I may not be on the board at turn 10. We'll see. So I went much lighter. I went, more with sort of an intercept idea in mind here.
Yeah.
So I have and we're not doing formations tonight. We're just keeping it simple. So I have one mech lance, a Wolverine 6R, a Crab, your favorite, Jenner, your other favorite.
Wow.
And a Stinger.
I don't think I've ever played a Stinger.
Yeah, it's a little guy, 20 tons.
Should be fun. Yeah.
I think if your Atlas looks at him, it might die.
Sneezes and it just falls apart.
And then on my vehicle side, I've got an LRM carrier, which I just plan on parking and raining death.
Yeah.
A Bulldog medium tank, which is the LRM flavor of that, so some nice long-range punch. And then 2 Gabriel Recon hovercrafts. So these guys going to be zipping around the board causing trouble.
Speed racers.
Yeah. So a couple of things I want to call out. First and foremost, the Atlas provided to us from our friends over at Polygon Masterworks. So this is an incredible model. I'll get a couple close-ups here, and you can just see the phenomenal detail on this thing. It really rivals the new sculpts, and also in your lance, right, the Awesome, the Battle Master, the Catapult, all from the new box set. And I think this Atlas fits right in. Really beautiful.
Nice.
And the scale's great.
Yeah.
The other one I want to show, which I'm going to flash up on the screen here, the King Crab. Check out this puppy.
So beefy.
So beefy.
Yeah.
And I painted this in the livery of the Atrian Knights. Will not be participating in tonight's adventure. However, did want to show this mech, for just the sake of showing you how phenomenal this stuff is. Now, Polygon Masterworks does have a Patreon up. They're also on, all the Discords, so you can find them on there. If you're looking for something. I love the King Crab from MechWarrior 5. I think it's an awesome design, and it could be a very long time before we see anything from Wave 2 of the Kickstarter. So I couldn't wait. Really wanted one. So, thanks to Polygon Masterworks for hooking us up. So guys, check those out if you're looking for some of those MechWarrior 5 or the MechWarrior Online designs. Some really phenomenal stuff there. Yeah. Now on the flip side, if you're looking for everything else, besides pancakes.
I mean omelet.
Besides omelets.
Right.
I'm talking about Ironwind medals. I'm talking about Army Painter. I'm talking about the box sets, the books. Ares Games and Minis, our #1 premier source of all the Battletech goodies that our hearts desire and our wives will let us buy.
That's true. And he ships them in plain boxes so they don't know what's inside.
That's right. So your wives will never know.
Flowers or something. Derek is very good at.
You're right. Hide this. Yeah, please don't put Battletech on the box.
Not Battletech.
That's good. Oh my goodness. But seriously, guys, check out Derek over at Ares Games and Minis. Great service, fast shipping, best prices you will find on the Battletech goods. So, thanks again to Polygon. Thanks again to Ares. Appreciate everything you guys do for the community. Now, on to the exciting part. Tom, are you ready?
Scary part. Oh, I'm ready.
Actually, there's one more thing.
Oh, Patreon?
Patreon. Guys, it's coming. So we've been locking and loading. And actually, I've decided that, speaking of Ares Games and Minis, you guys know we have the mech packs there. That when Tom and I did that whole Intro to Alpha Strike series. If you haven't seen that, check it out. So we've designed some custom DFA Lance packs. And there are 2 new ones. Luzerne Commonwealth and also the Oberon Confederation. Death Commandos, 25th Oberon Guard. We're going to be doing giveaways. So in the first month and the second month of Patreon, to all of our top tier subscribers, it's not going to be an astronomical sum. We haven't nailed it down yet, but nothing too crazy. For all of those that are our top tier subscribers, you will be entered in a raffle to win a fully painted Lance. So month 1, I think we're going to do the Luzerne Guard, and then the second month we're going to do the Death Commandos. And check out some pictures of these lances. Very cool.
Beautiful paint jobs.
Well, thank you. I did my best. But here they are. So guys, definitely keep your eyes out for Patreon. More announcements will be coming on that soon. But now I think we're ready to play. You ready to play?
Let's blow some stuff up.
You're going to be blowing stuff up. I'm just going to be trying to hold you from breaking through the line here. It's going to be an epic struggle. Guys, stay tuned. We're going to check out the battle grid, and then we're going to get right to it.
Picking up an assault lance in sector Beta 2 for 147.
Foxley, come in.
Artillery has been knocked out. The complex is defenseless.
Foxley, do you copy? Foxley, are you still out there?
Fox lead to base. We're here. Currently moving to engage enemy vehicle assets in Gamma 10.
Negative. We need you back at the complex. We are under attack. Repeat, we are under attack. The vehicles are a decoy. We have a full-blown assault lance moving in.
ETA to reinforcements.
Unknown, Foxlead. Heavier mech lances are out of short-range communications.
Begin evacuation of the complex immediately. Fox lands come in. There are pirate assault mechs moving to the mining complex. We are all that stands in their way. Do not disappoint the coordinator.
Hey! Hey, Shota! On the dragon!
Die with honor.
Here we are on the battle grid, ready to go. Aerospace assets from the Oberon Confederation, already torching some hillside artillery, making a path for this assault lance. Now the way it works in LINEBREAKER, the attacker deploys basically 6 inches in off the edge. The defender deploys right on their home edge over there. So I picked first side as I am the defender, and that's where I'm going to move my units in on turn 1, because remember in Alpha Strike you move in off the edge. Tom basically going to move in right from that position. So we are ready to go. It is turn 1 now. Again, the defender has to basically move first, right? They pick side, they move first. So we're going to get to it, and then we'll be right back if there's any shooting. We'll see. Here we are, end of turn 1. The Oberon Assault Lance moving in. So as a defender, I had to move first, and we alternated. Basically, I moved 2, he moved 1, I moved 2, that sort of thing. So my group moved up here. I took a couple of gambles with the LRM carrier and the Wolverine, just trying to keep them a little bit in the back, hoping the LRM carrier could get some extreme range shots. But nobody in range, everybody just outside, like at 34 inches or something along those lines. Tom, what do you have going on here?
Yeah, so as the attacker, I deploy on the board, and it's basically 6 inches from the edge.
Yeah.
Or within 6 inches.
Yeah.
So because they're so slow, I put them right at the line.
Smart.
And they're all sprinting, and I'm just kind of, again, because of the penalties on movement, I'm going to kind of sweep them around the side.
All right.
Focus my attention.
Well, it is going to be interesting, folks. I do have the speed, but he's got the firepower, so I'm going to have to be very thoughtful. We'll see what happens. Turn 2, though, we're going to be rolling for initiative, so stay tuned. It's coming right up. All right, here we are, guys. It is the shooting phase in turn 2. Movement is complete, and the Altenmark Militia winning initiative here on this mining facility world. So that gave me a little bit of advantage to see what Tom was up to. No surprise. Tom, what did you do over there?
Yeah. So the whole lance just kind of pivoted to go. That building is not in the best place. If this was the video game, I would just shoot it and destroy it and walk through it. No. But yeah, so I'm going to kind of use it as cover and get around it. And then, yeah, I got some strategy here.
Yeah, well, destroyable buildings might be coming in 2021. We'll see. We need to get
a button.
Yeah, we need to get like the 3D printer fired up and have like destroyed versions of the buildings.
I was thinking we could actually just blow them up with like little like M80s or something. So, well, maybe not like.
Like when we just build model kits like George Lucas did that, right?
Yeah.
The Death Star, just nuked actual model kits. I mean, it sounds like a lot of fun. So what did I do? Altenmark Militia. We're sweeping around to our left flank. I got this Stinger, and he is way out of position. He was covering that right flank, picked the wrong side of the board here. So he's just chugging down. I've got this Gabriel just ripping through the little mountainsides there at a full sprint. Moves 20 inches. This Bulldog can't see a thing. I was hoping I could get him up the hill, but this LRM carrier does have line of sight to the Atlas, so I will be raining down some LRM action. And then of course the Lance here. You know, in retrospect, when I picked these guys, I didn't realize how few of them had long range capabilities. Crab, Jenner, Stinger, none of them have long range. So I guess at
a
this
lot of the
point,
mediums have that problem.
Yeah, we're going to be sprinting in and attacking. So meanwhile, though, I do get a shot with this LRM carrier. I need 10s to hit. Now, we do that variable hit rule where basically every point of damage is a separate roll, and then we kind of merge that with our group fire roll. So here we go. Need 10s, Tom. Let's see. Going for the Atlas. All right, land 1. So 1 point of damage on that Atlas. Starting to chip the paint. Guys, turn 3 is coming right up. All right, it is turn 3 on the mining world of Luzerne. I feel like I'm going to Luzerne. See what I did there? So Stinger is still out of position. Tom, you won initiative, so I had to move first. It was a little bit of a disadvantage, but still kind of worked out to the way I wanted. Starting to get this assault lance tangled up here. Not expecting that these Altenmark militiamen are going to come out alive here, but hoping I can delay Tom's implacable advance long enough to win this fight. So I've got my 2 tanks, my missile-heavy tanks, up on the hill, perched up there. They're going to be firing at that Atlas, I think. Remember, an Alpha Strike you don't actually have to declare, but this is at least what I'm thinking. Wolverine moved across that hill, also looking for a shot on that Atlas. Jenner being cheeky, looking for some cover there. Just poking out enough to shoot the Atlas. Crab sprinted, and then my 2 hovercraft moving around in a flanking position there, trying to get some rear shots maybe. I think I might have 1 on that catapult, we'll see. Tom, what do you got going on?
Same thing. The building is an immovable object, so I'm just moving around it, trying to keep everybody in formation. The 2 slower mechs, I sprinted again.
Okay.
And the faster mechs, I walked to provide some cover fire.
Okay.
Or suppressing fire, I think is the correct term.
Oh, I like
Suppressing fire!
it. All right.
And they just indiscriminately fire.
Obviously. I'm sure they're going to kill something this turn, because it's terrifying to behold. Now, I guess since I lost initiative, I'll start shooting.
Go for it, yeah.
Starting with the Jenner, he's going to be firing across at this Atlas here. And I'm going to need 7s to hit here, Tom. So, here we go.
Okay.
Got it. So 2 points of damage onto that Atlas. All right, Wolverine shooting up over that building. He actually needs 8s to hit because half of that Atlas is covered by the building. So it does get a cover bonus. I'll do that right here. Here we go. Looking for 8s. 2 points of damage. He is at medium range. Nothing. All right, so those autocannon rounds blast into the building there. Medium lasers destroying the undestroyable warehouse. All right, so onto my missile tanks. LRM carrier up next. He's still at extreme range, doing 2 points of damage, and he needs 9s to hit that Atlas. Actually, let me just double check. Actually, it's going to be 10s actually, because that building providing cover there. Not quite enough for
the impenetrable building.
It's crazy. All right, here we go. So I'm going to need, what did I say, 9s? Ugh. Yeah, well, that's not going to do it. Bulldog last, 1 point of damage at extreme range. Also going to need 9s there to see that Atlas peeking up over the top. So I'll roll this up right here.
Ooh.
No good. All right, I can't forget. I always forget about them. They're so little, so hard to see. But these Gabriels over here, firing at the catapult. So this one here is going to get 2 points of damage because he's in the rear arc. This one not quite in. He'll get 1 point. I'm going to start with this guy. They need 5s to hit. And just roll them right up here. So that's 1 point on the catapult. 3 points total to that catapult. So Gabriel's doing some damage there. Now, Tom, now you can retaliate.
Okay, firing first will be the Battlemaster. He's going to fire at the Jenner. Jenner will get cover because he's just peeking, just revealing himself around that building. So he's 5 at medium.
Okay.
And I need...
Just 5 points of damage at medium range?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, it's so funny. And I believe it's 9s. So...
Oh my god.
It's not good, not bad. So I got 3 points of damage on him.
Alright, so I need to go check that Jenner. That could be an internal shot.
Ooh.
Do you want to go check the card?
Yeah, sure, I'll check for you.
Go I think he's got 2 armor, right?
2 armor, yes.
Alright, so that's going to be an internal structure hit.
Okay.
So Tom, let's just do this right here on camera. Roll 2d6.
Yeah, I usually use my pilot die for that.
Alright.
Warning. Internal ammo explosion detected. Ejecting.
That is instant death. That is an ammunition hit. So that already the Battlemaster
Proves his worth.
He's actually the commander of this unit.
Yeah.
And so just proving his worth. Just finds the SRM-4 ammo in a single salvo. That Jenner.
Back, baby.
He's back. He's up in smoke. All right, so catapult coming up next.
Okay, and last up in my lance is the catapult, who has the Wolverine in his sights. So this is long range. He'll have cover, and I do 2 damage at long range. So
all right,
it'll be 9s to hit.
All right. Yeah, he's got that cover from the radio towers. We'll see if we can thread the needle here. Woo! Yeah. All right, so 1 point of damage to that Wolverine. Almost a through armor critical there with 12. Could have been a bad start for the Draconis Combine. or a worse start, I should say. So end of turn 3,
Shouldn't be
guys.
here at all,
Yeah, 1 Jenner destroyed. Although the catapult did take some substantial damage from those Gabriels, just not enough to bring it down. But we'll see what happens. Turn 4 of this Linebreaker mission coming right up. All right, guys, here we are, turn 4 on the battlefield. So the Assault Lance moving up, the Draconis Combine, Altenmark Militia rallying around the smoldering Jenner. So lots happening here. I got the tanks up here, stationary on the hill, the Stinger moving across, the Wolverine jumped onto the warehouse, the Crab trying to run and hem them in. I'm not really sure, that could be a suicide move. The Gabriel's coming in trying to take that Atlas down. And then Tom, you basically moved your guys up, and then because you won initiative, the catapult went last.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm feeling for the Gabriels.
Yeah, they're hard to hit, so we'll see.
All right.
I'm a little worried about the amount of damage they can do in the rear arc,
Well, they are going to get 2 points apiece. I am going to start with them on the Atlas. So they only need 5s, again, because you're slow, which is phenomenal. So, looking for some 5s. Here we go. That's 2. And then the other Gabriel. Oh, no, it's only 1. So 3 points of damage to that Atlas. It's not a bad opening for the Combine. All right, so this Wolverine leaping on top of the building. Has good line of sight to that Atlas now. Needs 8s to hit. That jump penalty is a little bit brutal, but here we go. Alright, so that's 2 more points to that Atlas. We'll see how that armor is holding up. Alright, here we go. Crab firing at the Atlas needs 6s. And one point of note, we went back to the tape, everything's fine. I was miscalculating on the Gabriels. They're actually skill 4. They needed 6s as well, but we did all right there. Still 3 points of damage. Anyway, Crab, here we go. Need 6s. Critical failure. Lasers jam. Good thing I didn't overheat. I thought about it. Well, that sucks. Moving on to the tanks up top. Well, bad news for these tanks. Line of sight, very limited. The jumping Wolverine blocking the scopes here. So the LRM carrier can see through the smoke here. It's just for decoration, but he can see the awesome pretty cleanly. The Bulldog can see the catapult, but the catapult does have cover. So we're going to start with the Bulldog. It is at extreme range. So I need 9s to hit here. Here we go. Just one point of damage. Does not get it. All right.
Oh, that was close.
Close. The LRM carrier still, I believe, at extreme range. I'll do a quick measurement here, Tom. Yep. So I am stationary, which is helping out my cause here, but I'm still going to need 7s to hit. Here we go. This is against an awesome, which is otherwise got a fresh paint job on there. Not bad. All right, so 2 points onto that awesome, and that concludes my shooting. Tom. The Assault Lance poised for vicious retaliation. We'll see if the dice gods favor you.
Okay. On my side, first up, I'm going to fire the Battlemaster, mainly because he's blocked from hitting the Crab. So I figured fire at the Wolverine first. If I do good damage, maybe I take one of my big guns and...
try to finish off that Wolverine.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. So
go the way of the Jenner.
Yeah, go the way of the Jenner. So the Battlemaster has 5 at medium, 6, 7, 8. It's 8s.
So you need 8s to hit.
Yeah.
This is a brutal salvo here. Get 2. Get 2. Not bad. Could have been better. Could have been worse.
It'll hurt a little. Okay, next up will be the Awesome. Again, firing the Wolverine. I did a little bit of damage. We're going to see if we can crack open that armor. It's also 3, 6, 7, 8. 8s to hit.
All right.
3. Not going to happen on that. So next up would be the Atlas.
All right. So Atlas has some options here. What are you thinking? You could secondary rear fire into one of those Gabriels too, as you were talking about off camera.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a scrum down here.
Yeah, I think maybe the catapult will fire first into the Gabriel.
Ooh, I like it.
I think that's going to happen. There are 4, he's a 3, so 7. 8s. So
Yeah,
8s is
that's it.
man, it's 8s. 8s are not my lucky number tonight, but let's see. Just didn't do it.
Unbelievable.
So I don't think it's worth rear firing. Okay, last up is the Atlas. He's going to continue on that Wolverine. He doesn't like people that can jump. 3 damage at medium. It's the same to hit as everybody else, so it's 8s.
All right.
Let's hope he has a little bit more luck.
There it is. So that third dice. Oh, there it is. So that is 3 points of damage. That Wolverine is completely stripped of armor. So we are wrapping up turn 4. We're going into turn 5, but I'll tell you, your big old assault lance is making its way across the board here pretty well. And I'm running thin on units, it feels like.
So am I, though, man. You're close on that Atlas and on the catapult. So.
It's true. So it's a good fight. You know, I was excited to try this one time, I'll tell you, because it puts the PV to the test. I mean, I could tell you if we did this with BV, you know, in Classic, and you did an 8-on-4, it would be a slaughter fest.
Yeah.
I feel like. But I don't know. I like it. So far, it seems fairly balanced. So, guys, turn 5 coming right up. Will the Oberon Guard pull this one out? Stay tuned and find out. Look at all this empty space. There's just nothing happening on this side of the battle grid. All the action over here, this warehouse, just a nightmare, as Tom just said. It is indeed. So what do we got? Well, I sat that LRM carrier still, moved the Bulldog down the hill. By the way, I lost initiative again. Stinger took my last line of defense, which is horrifying concept.
What is he?
Yeah, he's got like 2 pips, I think, in armor and structure. So he's coming across the back here. He's my sweeper. And then we've got the Wolverine who ran across the top of this warehouse. The Crab trying to outflank. The Gabriel's moving in. And then Tom pulling some tactics here. Yeah. So tell us what's happening.
Is that Wolverine planning like a Hulk Hogan like leg drop off the top?
I was trying to DFA you, but you were at 6.5 inches from me. So
next turn.
Next turn, if I survive.
So same thing. So I'm continuing around the building, but because the Atlas kept getting rear shotted, I moved my Battlemaster behind him. Didn't work out because he just kind of pivoted around them. But I did manage to get my catapult into the rear arc of the Wolverine as a final last gasp, trying to get the upper hand. So we'll see. Well, hopefully I make it through this turn and then I can start beelining it a little bit more.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not looking good. I can't say it's looking great.
The Battlemaster, it's questionable because I will say the Battlemaster did block one of my 2 guys from. I couldn't get them both in the rear arc, so one of them did get in. This one is outside. So we'll see what happens. But I will have to shoot first. So Alton Mark Militia shooting.
Yeah, I need some good rolls, and you need some bad rolls.
I need
from my perspective.
I want good rolls. We'll see what happens. Coming right up. Okay, so Gabriel number A. Gabriel number A is shooting into the Atlas.
You mean A Gabriel?
And then this dude shooting into the Awesome. So we're going to start with the one going into the Atlas. Now remember, there's skill 4. I almost forgot that. Luckily, it didn't matter. We went back to the tape. So 4, 5, and then short range with the mod optional mods that we use is 6. So here we go. I need 6s to hit. Just one.
Ooh. Just
one. That Atlas's armor still holding firm. Have not gotten internal yet. I think I'm going to change my mind here. I think this Gabriel is going to shoot at the Atlas.
Okay.
I'm going to try to peel the armor and let that Wolverine do the Hulk Hogan leg drop. Yeah. Here we go. I need a 6.
Dun dun dun.
Oh my God. Awful.
The bad juju strikes you.
It's true.
Ooh.
All right, well, guys, that Atlas still holding firm. I got to think about what I'm going to do next. All right, so Wolverine, alpha striking, auto cannons, lasers, SRMs blazing from atop that warehouse into the pauldrons of the Atlas. So can I get internal? I need 2 hits. I need 6s here. Get it. All right, so that's going to be 1 internal shot on the Atlas. Can I get something good? Can I get something good?
Enemy mech destroyed.
That Atlas is gonzo.
So that is an instant death. The Atlas's cockpit
Bye-bye, Atlas.
blown apart. Unfortunate, but I will say the Atlas probably would have been in forced withdrawal anyway.
Sweet, sweet revenge. That's all I heard.
That's it. All right, so dropping some missiles off the ridgeline here into the Awesome. As you can see, the smoke billowing out.
No head.
Of this delightful,
let me get up close.
the delightful multi-part Polygon Masterworks model. I didn't actually glue the head on. I just
pretty cool.
Yeah, there you go. So cockpit in just fragments
Not
there.
that I'm not mad about it, but you know.
Well, you know, that's unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable luck. So these guys each need 7s on this Awesome because he is at extreme range and stationary. He's at long range. All right, so here we go. 2 points of damage apiece. We're going to start with the LRM carrier. He gets it. So 2 points there, and then the Bulldog, 2 points there. So that's going to be 4 points on that Awesome. Now I got to figure out what I want to do with that crab. All right, so the crab up last. I'm going to overheat with the crab because if I can land all 3, I get internal. Then I can get another headshot. So I got 3 pips, 3 points of damage here. I need 5s to hit. Very easy.
Heat level
So,
critical.
that is going to be 2 critical hit chances. 1 for the through armor crit basically, and then 1 because I struck internal. So I'm gonna roll those up. They do stack when when that happens. But here we go. So first critical is a 6. Now I believe that is a weapon hit, and then the second one a 3. Which is an engine hit.
Ooh, it's not good.
All right, so Draconis Combine wraps up shooting, but this was a vicious turn. Tom, this is going to be the Atlas's last stand here.
And probably that Awesome.
We'll see. All right, so Oberon Guard coming up next.
Okay, first up I'm going to fire the Atlas at the Wolverine. Little, again, sweet chin music to keep up with the WWF stuff. Yeah, so I'm going to overheat 2 on this bad boy. I'm just going to mark that real quick on the card.
The benefits of initiative.
Yeah, right. So he'll do 5 at short range and at medium.
All
but
right.
and I only need 6s, right?
Yeah, 6 is the hit.
So chance for a big hit. So wow, I missed 2. So 3 hits.
All right, so 3 hits. That's going to put that Wolverine into forced withdrawal. It's still alive, but you do get a critical hit. That is true. A 10.
Oh, 10, yeah.
That is a fire control hit. So that Wolverine, all sorts of messed up.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Okay. Next up after the Atlas is the Catapult. He's going to fire into the Gabriel. And he needs 9s, I believe, because they are so fast.
So fast.
So fast. So he's got 3 at medium. Let's see if I got the look. I get 1.
Well, 1 is enough to put the Gabriel into forced withdrawal, so that armor is stripped off.
Okay.
All right, so not bad.
Yeah. So that leaves me my Awesome and the Battlemaster. So for sure, the Awesome is going to fire at the Crab. I might as well do that first. He does 3 at short range.
Yep.
And that's what's his mod?
2. Yep.
So that's 5, 6. So I need 6s.
6s. All right.
All 3.
Jeez, that pilot die. Time to swap it out, I feel
Yeah.
like. But that's still 3 points of damage on that crab. Not bad.
Okay, last but definitely not least, the Battlemaster will continue the assault on the Crab. Try to get some Old Bay.
And try to crack his shell.
He's gonna shoot him with a shotgun. Old
Looking
Bay,
for
yeah.
a good zinger, good
Yeah.
crab-related zinger.
Can't think of any right now, but he'll do 5, and I think that's a good enough zinger.
Yeah,
Right,
I know.
so-
Yeah, he's only got 2 pips of armor left and 4
Yeah.
structure, so...
So he's a 3, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7s.
Yeah,
Right?
that's right.
Ooh, boy. Looks like I'm gonna get.
You got the internal. All right, so that's what you wanted.
Yeah.
It doesn't put the crab into forced withdrawal. However, you do get that critical hit. So here we go.
Critical hit
Close.
engine.
3. That is an engine hit.
Ooh.
That's problematic because this crab already does have a point of heat after overheating this turn. So shooting going forward is going to keep him cooking. So we'll see what happens. All right, now, guys, we're wrapping up turn 5, moving into turn 6. Gabriel enforced withdrawal, that Wolverine enforced withdrawal, the Atlas destroyed, just the head cooked off. That Wolverine may get the MVP award here. So we'll see what happens in turn 6. Tom still has a lot of ground to cover, but lots of guns still left to shoot. Here we are, turn 6 on the battle grid. The Combine tanks here of the Ultimark Militia moving up over the ridge line. Still the Bulldog trying to close the gap. That LRM carrier just parked and raining death down from those hills. The Wolverine enforced withdrawal. The Gabriel enforced withdrawal. The Crab trying to be brave here. Not quite in withdrawal yet, but with an engine hit. And then the Gabriel here just trying to get a rear shot on that Battlemaster. The Atlas is just decoration. We're not using it to block line of sight. But the Draconis Combine will be shooting first. I'm likely going to be trying to pummel that Awesome and see if I can finish it off. Maybe exchange some fire. The Stinger no longer sprinting. Jump down that hill. Maybe can get some shots in the fight. So we'll see. Turn 6 shooting. It's coming right up. Combine up first. Quick retcon. So we forgot to do the critical, the motive hit. Not the critical hit, but the motive hit on this Gabriel. Tom rolled an 11 because it's a hovercraft. It goes to a 13, which means it's immobilized. And when they're in forced withdrawal and immobilized, the crew will abandon. So that is basically destroyed. Now, that's of course per our optional rules, which you can find. Our suite of optional rules, which you can find online. But yes, the Gabriel's done. So I only have one left. He's shooting in the rear of that Battlemaster. Get 2 pips off that medium laser. It's a vicious medium laser. I need 6s. Here we go.
Brutal.
Oh my lord.
Not this turn, buddy. Live and fight another day. I mean, that's all I can say.
All right. So this Crab, he's looking pretty toasty. Now, he's got an engine hit. Remind me, I think if I shoot with an engine hit, I build up 1 point of heat. Isn't that what that says? So, I'm already at 1 point of heat. The question is, I have to because he's going to get nuked this turn, and I want to overheat this. I mean, this is classic Draconis Combine. You know, he's just got the katana out. He's just going to
he overheated already. Can he overheat again?
Yeah. Oh yeah. This turn he can absolutely.
So it'll go up to a 2?
3 heat. Oh, the engine hit. So it's 3 points of damage. I'm looking at the Awesome. I need basically 4, 5, 6 to hit. That includes the heat penalty. So. Alright, so I believe that's an internal shot, if I'm not mistaken.
On the Awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so here we go. A 10. That is a fire control hit.
Well, he's in forced withdrawal too.
He's in forced withdrawal. Alright, so Awesome. Enforced withdrawal. That is exciting news. Takes the fire control hit. Crab doing his job. Let's see what else I want to do here. Wolverine firing on the catapult, dueling on top of this warehouse, which is undoubtedly about to collapse from, that's the 100 and whatever tons of, 120 tons of
very
mech,
localized weight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So because of the fire control hit, I need 8s to hit. Here we go. Not going to happen. That targeting system glitching out. That catapult living to fight another day. This Stinger, can he do it? Stinger finally getting into the fray here, firing at that Battlemaster. He's been your MVP.
Dude, I can't believe he does 5 pips.
That is a customized. I did customize it a little bit, but not by much. It's one of the refits. It's got the ERPPC, and I think I swapped the SRM6 for an LRM10. I built it in Solaris Skunkworks and used our converter. So yeah, not too bad. Here we go. I need an 8. I get it. All right, so the Stinger, just blasting you with a medium laser. Now onto these tanks. Now the Bulldog still at long range, just not in 12 inches of that Battlemaster. But I am going to try to take it out here. Just take it down, I guess, a notch. So I need basically a 3, 6, 7 is what I need.
Ooh.
Only get one. All right. And now the LRM carrier is in long range, gets 3 dice. Needs the same thing because he is stationary, but at a longer range bracket. Here we go. Ooh. Manages to clip 2 despite that 1. So starting to chip away there at that Battlemaster.
About halfway through his armor.
Halfway through. So the Combine done shooting. I'm afraid to see what happens next. I mean, the awesome enforced withdrawal has nothing to lose. The Catapult and the Battlemaster still moving up the field. Oberon Guard coming up next.
Okay, from my side, first up, the awesome is going to fire back at the Crab. He did take a weapon crit, so he's down 1 damage. So I'm only doing 2 at short range, and I need 5s. Not too bad.
Alright, so 2 points to that Crab. The Crab now in forced withdrawal. Tom, you get a critical hit.
4.
4. So a 4 is what on the
Fire
chart?
control?
On fire control hit. That's the worst thing when you're in forced withdrawal is to take a fire control hit.
Right.
You just can't do anything. No. So that Crab also up to 3 points of heat, looking at a +5 penalty to shoot. So he is going to be pretty much out of the fight. But of course that awesome, as we noted in withdrawal. Yeah, also out of the fight. Yeah. So moving on, Tom.
The Battlemaster, my MVP, trying to finish off both the Crab and the Wolverine. Split firing. Split firing. I will take a +1 to both attacks, and they're actually the same, so I'll need 8s and 8s. So,
all right.
First up, I think will be the Wolverine with 3.
So he's taking 3. So
yeah, he's been
for more chances.
He just won't die, so I'm going to do extra. Yeah. So 8s, here we come. Not gonna happen.
Unbelievable.
He doesn't want to die. Okay, so the Crab though, he's ready to go. He's ready for the retirement home. So we need 8s on this. I'll do 2-handed. We'll see what happens.
There it is. Alright, so the Battlemaster gets 1. It would have been epic if he got both, but that Crab goes up in smoke. The Wolverine still managing to duck and weave. But, Tom, is that everything on your side?
Yeah, I'm all done.
Alright, so it is still a heated battle here in my opinion. The awesome enforced withdrawal, but still a force to be reckoned with. Can lay in some damage from long range as it retreats.
Not really.
A destroyed Crab, an abandoned Gabriel, the Wolverine down to 1 pip. Can these tanks, Tom, right here, can they hold the line? Because we all know the Stinger is not going to do the job, but who knows? So we'll see, guys. Turn 7 is coming up. You are not going to want to miss the madness that is about to unfold.
I'd like to get halfway across the board. That's like my realistic goal.
That's your stretch goal.
No, my stretch goal is to like kill something else. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, we'll see. It is coming right up, guys. So again, don't go away. Here we are. Turn 7.
Started firing in turn 7. Yeah.
Yeah. So Tom lost initiative here.
So for once, I will fire first.
You love shooting first.
I do.
So what happened with your movement here?
Yeah. So I walked the catapult across the top of the building, just really trying to make it collapse finally. The awesome, who has his movement, everything. He's heat and he's got TMMs, he's got everything. So we moved back 1 inch, and then the Battlemaster is forging ahead. I made my goal of getting halfway across.
You did. Congratulations.
Yeah. There's no victory points for that. But it just makes me feel better.
Personal goal, moral victory.
Yeah, it's a moral victory. So what about you?
Well, you know, the LRM carrier stood still. Bulldog rumbled around, trying to get some shots. The Stinger jumped again, just trying to keep him alive. Wolverine walked off the building, climbed down, basically. And then the Gabriel still harassing here and just up your beehole, just buzzing around back there. So that's all I've got left, really. Crab destroyed. The Jenner destroyed, so we'll see what happens after your round of shooting. So, Oberon Guard starting out. Here we go.
Okay, first up from Oberon will be the Awesome. Again, he's got really bad mods. He's very injured, force withdrawal, but he's going to fire at that Gabriel. He needs 11s. Again, there's like a +2 from the crit, heat penalty, everything. Yeah. So 11s. This is a long shot, but if I can get...
What do you get? 2 points of damage? Or
3.
You get 3 short range?
Oh, wait. I lose one because of the weapon hit.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Okay,
Got
so I'm
it.
at 2. Okay.
Okay.
9/11s.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. So close.
So close.
So close. Could have happened. But Gabriel's still managing to flutter through your rear regions.
Yeah, you can just imagine. So, next up will be the Battlemaster. He's going to shoot 5 into the face of the striker. I keep calling it a striker.
Stinger.
But it's a
The Stinger, the mech?
Yeah, the Stinger.
Oh, God. Okay.
So, 5 shots into him. It's 6, 7, 8.
Need
I
8.
believe, yeah, I need 8.
I feel like
It's
8
is my worst number. It's the worst number.
hasn't been real good to you. 2 points going to strip the armor. Unfortunately, not enough to get internal.
Yeah.
Luck has not been with you on that one. And then the catapult. Gotta have a think here.
so-
What are you thinking?
Yeah, so I just want to check distance to the Stinger.
Looks like medium range
He's-
there.
He's a medium, so I could do 3 and maybe get him into force withdrawal as well.
True. Or just knock him out.
Yeah, oh right, because so it's either that or try for the Wolverine again, and he's just not dying.
Just not dying. You could split your fire. You could get crazy.
2 and 1 or
2 and 1.
and just take a +1. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's keep, because I'm really, this is like last gasp trying to clear a hole for my Battlemaster to make it through. So he's at a +1 at both, so I'm at a 4, 5, 6, 7 for that, because I think I'm in short, right?
You are.
Yeah, so 7s for that, and I'll do 1.
All right, so you're just going to fire 1 into that.
Nothing.
Unbelievable,
He
Tom.
just doesn't want to die. Yeah, and then that's going to be at medium.
Just unbelievable.
So he's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9.
All right,
so
9's on the
2.
Stinger. All right.
Nothing. 7s. Okay. Womp womp. So it was worth a try. I wouldn't have hit him anyway, so.
Yeah, right, because you needed 8s at least and you got 7. So it was worth it to at least give it a shot. Well, it's crazy. So the Stinger's still standing after the barrage from the Battlemaster.
Tide is turning.
Tide is turning. Can we cinch it off here? Let's see. I got 4 units, 5 units to shoot with. That's coming right up. All right, so I think these 3 are going for the Battlemaster. We're going to start with the Gabriel in the rear arc. Needs 6s. Only gets 1.
Ooh.
Okay. The Stinger, 2 points. He's going to need a 5, 6, 7. He's outside of 8. I need an 8. I need 8. So here we go. Nothing. Okay.
With a 1.
So this Wolverine, similarly, I believe needs 8s. And actually needs 9s because the Battlemaster does have cover from the fuel tank there. So just want to double check my math. 3, 5, 6, 9s. Oh my lord.
Ooh, not.
Okay, so I gotta pause there and think about it. Lots of epic failures there. Just the 1 point of damage. It's
Turn
like
7.
unbelievable. Turn 7. The 7th inning stretch. Everyone's just turn 7.
Dun, dun,
sleep.
dun, dun.
Yeah, nobody's doing anything. All right, so I got to think about what I want to do with these other ones. Did not go the way I had planned. All right, so I'm going to keep the Bulldog on the Battlemaster. I do 3 points at medium range. So we're going to... All right, need 6s. Get it. All right, so 3 points on that Battlemaster. That's a pretty vicious salvo from that Bulldog.
Nice.
All right, so I thought about it. I'm going to stay on the Battlemaster. He's stripped of armor. If I can land one of these, get an internal shot, need 6s. I get 2. Okay.
2. Okay.
So I'll roll up that critical hit. A 6. So a 6, I believe, is a weapon hit. So that's going to knock that Battlemaster's damage down, but I was hoping, honestly, for a motive hit, not going to lie.
Yeah.
So that is it. That is the end of turn 7, Tom. That was a quick one, I feel like. Things are starting to close in. You had a very unsuccessful turn, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know, I really didn't do as much as I wanted, but I did get some good shots on that Battlemaster. So We'll see. Thanks to these 2 backfield tanks, we're going to move into turn 8, guys, but I don't know. We'll see. I think that's going to be the deciding turn. Here we are. So it's turn 8.
Turn 8. Movement is done. What did you do?
Well, I lost initiative to start, right? Which was big. I kept my vehicle stationary. I moved my Wolverine back and forced withdrawal. I actually moved the Stinger back because I didn't want to... I probably, in retrospect, should have moved them forward to get into your rear arc, but I feel like I would have been in like a meat in an assault sandwich.
Yeah.
And then the Gabriel moved, and you did some shenanigans there.
Yeah. I guess I can talk about my move. Yeah. So I got into base to base with that GD Gabriel, who's been in my rear arc the whole game. So now he can't at least shoot me, which is great. Catapult walked off the roof, and the Awesome continues his pathetic rearward trajectory.
Yeah, it's true, and it's crazy. So from the Gabriel's line of sight, I was just re-looking. He can't see more than you can see like 20% of the catapult because he's so low, and I can't shoot the Battlemaster, so I have to shoot the Awesome with the Gabriel.
Gonna get that out of the way first.
Yeah, we're gonna get that out of the way. So he needs basically a 3. He's 4, 5, 6 to hit. So here we go.
A 5. Oh, jeez.
All right. So obviously the Battlemaster striding over top of him was enough to shake the crew, and they missed their shot. So I'm gonna try to generate some crits on this Battlemaster. I'm gonna start with the Stinger. He jumped again. I'm trying to keep his TMM up. He needs a 3, 5, 6. I need an 8 again. Here we go with the Stinger.
Not gonna do it with a 1.
So here we are with the Wolverine. We're just gonna, again, this triangle of doom, and by doom I mean triangle of missing. So 3, 4, 5.
We are on Luzerne.
God, yeah, it is true. I need 8s with the Wolverine. Now he gets 2 points of damage at this range. So here we go. I need 8s.
Oh, cracked eye.
Cracked eye.
Oh,
right.
it wasn't gonna get it on the last one.
2 points of damage. Now that's a critical hit on that Battlemaster. A 3. That's an engine hit. Engine hits abounding tonight.
Not a good one for me.
All right, so Battlemaster's actually now in force withdrawal.
Yes.
Took that engine hit, so I'm going to try to put the catapult in force withdrawal and wrap this game up here. So 3 points of damage, stayed still. There is this thing sort of blocking part of the catapult, so I need 6s to hit. So there it is, 3 points of damage. That's going to go internal on the catapult. No force withdrawal, though, yet. And 5.
I think the catapult's destroyed.
I think the catapult had 2 armor left. 2 armor. So he's got 1 structure damage now, and a 5 is no critical. So the LRM carrier is up next. He is at long range. So again, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then so need 6s. That catapult in force withdrawal, another critical hit, but the catapult not destroyed yet. No critical hit. So the catapult hanging on, just in force withdrawal, but that puts your entire lance in force withdrawal. So Tom, you'll get 1 more shot here to shoot.
And then it's over.
And then I think it's going to be over.
Okay, Oberon is up, and I'm going to, again, first shoot my Awesome at the Wolverine. I need 9s, still very bad, but not the worst.
Yeah, those heat penalties starting to stack with all those engine hits.
Yeah. Okay, so I need 9s. I
This
get
is
2.
this is for vengeance at this point.
Not going to happen with the 1.
Unreal. All right.
Brutal. Okay. So moving on. Next up would be the, I think the Battlemaster makes the most sense. So he took so he took a weapon hit last turn, so he's down to 4. I'm going to come around to sort of figure out what makes the most sense here. So that Stinger, he still has 2 pips, and the Wolverine has 1. So I think I'm going to split fire again and do 2 and 2.
Do it.
Because again, that's really the only way I'm going to turn the tide on this, or whatever you would call it.
Call it a moral victory.
Yeah, moral victory, exactly. So it's a 4, 7, 8, 9. So 9's on the Stinger. Wow, not going to happen.
You
there.
should have swapped out that pilot tab, bro.
I know, I'm going to steal yours because you were doing it. And then on the, it's actually 1 better, so it's probably an 8, I think. Right, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's on the Wolverine.
Enemy mech
The
destroyed.
Wolverine finally goes up in smoke.
Yeah.
And that is destroyed. All right.
And so I think the catapult will probably go for the Stinger then and just try to
All right.
finish it off. So it does 3 at medium. I'm pretty sure it's still a medium at this distance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 inches.
12.
Fine. So 3. So I'm at 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Oh wait, I have 2 dice.
One engine
So the
destroyed.
Stinger and
Ejecting.
the Wolverine destroyed. Had those tanks not been there, this would be an Oberon victory. Here we are, the battle grid of Luzerne. In Draconis Combine space, the Oberon Confederation dropping an assault lance on this mining world, trying to break through to get to some valuable supplies here, but the Draconis Combine, the Altenmark militia, mobilizing a small rapid force to meet them. They managed to hold them off. But it would cost, Tom. It will cost. Several mechs destroyed. In fact, everything destroyed except for 1 Gabriel, 1 Bulldog, and that LRM carrier. So it was a vicious battle, but the Draconis Combine managed to pull this one off. Stay tuned. The after action report is coming right up. All right, guys, there it is. 200 points, Tom. 200 points of Alpha Strike action. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I really liked that fight. I liked the way it unfolded. Sort of the rapid response force. You know, just this sort of haphazard group scrounged together. They're like, oh no, there's the assault mechs.
Yeah.
The assault mechs on the perimeter.
But they had the high ground.
They had the high ground.
And it made all the difference. Funneled me into the corner.
Well,
I did it myself, I know.
You made a very interesting observation when we were playing the game. Would you like to share it with our audience?
Yeah, sure. So while we were playing, maybe around turn 7, I think, I told him, I said, I think with an unbalanced force like this, where I have an assault lance who's very good in like a one-on-one situation against these other mechs, I should have spread my forces out more. If I would have spread them out on the board, Aaron couldn't have focused on any one of them, and it would be a much better individual matchups. Like he'd probably have maybe two units on my one, and if I killed one, then it'd be a very easy mop up.
Yeah.
So in hindsight, that probably would have been the better. Spread him out more. I thought that I could punch a hole through using like the overwhelming firepower, which did kind of work out of the gate.
I mean, right.
But it just, a couple bad rolls and a couple good rolls, and that's all it takes to sort of switch it all around.
I agree. And, I didn't think about it either until you brought it up. But, the fact that I had such weak long range, had you sort of spread the board.
That's true.
You could have, won those individual matchups, and then you would have been able to support or cross support right from, different flanks and things like that.
Good extreme and long
Great,
range,
and it didn't really come into that much of a play because I was able to close the gap very quick, and you were kind of in one spot. There were a couple of things that happened, I think, that were turning points. The first one was when I blew the head off the Atlas.
Yeah, I mean,
it had. It's an XL engine variant, so it only had maybe 5 or 4 structure points. It doesn't have a ton of structure, so it probably would have been close to being put into withdrawal. But remember, 2 or 3 turns in withdrawal, you're still shooting. You're still a target. I've still got to deal with you. You know, a 12 on the crit table, that thing is out of commission.
Toast. Yeah.
And then that turn, I think it was that turn or the turn after, you missed everything.
Yeah. Especially against the Wolverine. Yeah.
There was just, you just missed a ton. And that was a huge boon for me because that bought me that turn I needed. If you hit, you took the Wolverine out, you know, you could have started putting fire on those vehicles.
Yeah.
The thing with the vehicles is, you know, you hit them a few times like you did with the Gabriel. You get that immobilization hit, and they're just, you know, the crew abandons, right, and they're done, right? So it was interesting. It was interesting.
Yeah.
I actually thought
in terms of balance, though?
Yeah, that's where I was going to go. What did you think?
No, I think it was pretty balanced. I mean, we talked about the Gabriels, just that type of vehicle, the hovercraft.
God, they're awful.
Every time we play with them, they're doing something that's just like breaking.
Yeah, it's just such an eye roller.
Because like they couldn't do that in real life.
Well, and in Classic too, because here's the thing, right? Like, or Star Wars, or anything where you have these like high-speed vehicles, right? You couldn't make the turn, right? You can't in Alpha Strike. I can move it 3 inches and still claim the maximum TMM, right? That's the one thing I wish they would have brought from Classic to Alpha Strike was a TMM based on how far you moved. It's not hard to do, right? You can still take turning out of the equation, but like if I only move 4 inches, I should get a +1.
Yeah.
You know, I should only get that +4 if I move 14, right? Yeah. So that's where those hovercraft, in my opinion, are way undercosted. Because you can just get in someone's rear arc, and assuming you win initiative...
And it's still impossible to hit them.
It's impossible. Yeah. And it's still impossible to hit them, yeah.
Yeah, running a 4 TMM, even in medium range or whatever.
Even at short range, right. I mean, you get to melee range, you know, it's a +0, right? But, like, it's still so hard.
Yeah, I was thinking of that other match we did with Kevin where he had, I think, the Savannah Masters that were like hiding behind rocks, right?
Was that me or was that Kevin? I don't remember.
It was Kevin. It was me and Kevin, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And I think I ended up winning it, but it was like, that was like his last unit and he just kept going from like rock to rock or whatever.
Oh, I do remember. That was right. That was a seized ground.
Yeah. Yeah, seized ground. Yeah, but
the quadrants.
But I mean, yeah, in terms of force balance though, I think it was great. I mean, I ended up with every 1 unit destroyed, 3 in force withdrawal. Mm-hmm. You ended up with all your mechs destroyed.
All my mechs destroyed and just 3 vehicles left.
Which have how many total pips on them?
A lot, right? I mean, the Wolverine and the Crab have, you know, so Wolverine's got 10 total pips. Yeah. You know,
I mean, these vehicles that are left. Like the LRM carrier has 4.
Oh my God, yeah, nothing. So the LRM carrier's got 5, the Bulldog has 6, the Savannah Master has 2, or the Gabriel.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I thought this was really balanced. Even though it was an uneven number of units, it still wasn't.
It was 2 to 1, right?
Yeah, okay. I doubled the number of units. Yeah. It still played, in my opinion, I thought it was relatively fair. You know, because those bigger mechs have that one smack potential.
Yeah. Right. You get the wrong matchup or a lucky.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking about it. The Awesome, compared to the Battlemaster, I guess, seems like weirdly underpowered at medium range.
Yeah, no overheat either.
No overheat. For 3 PPCs, it doesn't seem like that's enough damage, but what do I know?
Yeah, and it's got a bit more. Doesn't even have more armor, I don't think. It's weird.
No, it's about the same and slower.
Another point I was going to make is the speed of this. We got through 8 total full turns with, what is that?
12 units.
12 units, yeah. I mean, that's big. That's pretty good. I mean, and it was, I think in real time, it's not 2 hours.
We started filming at like 8:30, say, and it's like, what? Let's check, 11 o'clock.
Okay, that's not bad.
Considering, you know, the film time, right? You know, you moving the camera, doing this, that. I mean, that's pretty good. And that's what I like about Alpha Strike, right? It's like you can sit down and you can play an 8-on-8, a 4-on-4. Yeah. Like 4-on-4 especially, you can get done in like 45 minutes. Yeah. You know, which is a lot of fun. A
bad couple rolls doesn't ruin your whole night.
Yeah.
But the other thing I would say too is, you know, I did manage to get about halfway up the board. We had talked ahead of time, and I mentioned it in the intro that, you know, with 3 movement over 10 turns, that's 30 inches of movement without any terrain or having to fight. So it literally could not do LINEBREAKER for a 48-inch board, even with the 6-inch starting line. But you know, for the first couple turns, I was averaging about 4 inches a turn, which is pretty respectable because I was just sprinting about halfway up the board.
Yeah.
And sacrificing a couple long-range shots that maybe I shouldn't have, but that might have made a difference too. But
Well, right, and remember, this is one of those asymmetrical missions where, like, the attacker and defender are very different. They're on different footing, and, like, realistically, it's built for the campaign.
Yeah.
And, like, you would never take an assault lance in a line breaker.
Listen, you don't know me. You don't know the crazy things that I have in my head.
But most people wouldn't do that. But even if you did, we were talking about some opportunities. I think it sort of gave us a few ideas on how we could.
We should replay this exact thing, and then just try out the different tactics we thought of.
That would be cool. We could do it. Could make it
Is that
happen.
how war games work? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like in the military? I don't know.
I'm not sure either. Who
Sounds
knows?
like it does, though.
Speaking of war games, a couple of marketing advertisements. Number one, guys, don't forget to check out our soundtrack called War Games on Amazon, iTunes,
Very
Spotify.
thematic.
All of the it's very thematic. You heard some of the songs tonight in this battle report. Very cool. So you can stream it for free on all major streaming platforms. Also, another reminder: check out our friends over at Polygon Masterworks. Of course, check out Ares Games and Minis. All your Ironwind medals, Catalyst, Game Labs, anything you need, Ares has for you at a great price, including all those great novels. They've been churning out novels over at Catalyst, and there's a couple good ones. Couple not so.
And they're all new ones.
Couple not so good ones. Not
Are they
gonna
all
lie, but
reprints or are they new?
no, there's a lot of new ones, and so some of them are really good. So definitely check those out there. Again, Ares Games and Minis. Derek is absolutely great there. And lastly, guys, check out our website, dfawargaming.com. We have a ton of free rules downloads, quick reference sheets, all sorts of game aids that you might need to get into Alpha Strike or Classic Battletech. And then coming soon, we'll be doing our Solaris stuff up there as well. Exciting. And last but not least, still, Tom, 50% of you watching, loving, enjoying this, and not subscribing. Breaks my heart. So if you can, guys, move your mouse over, click that subscribe button, or if you're on your cell phone, just touch it.
Like
subscribe.
that video.
Like the video, subscribe it. Really helps out the channel.
It helps out my feelings. Yeah.
Your feelings.
It really hurts my feelings.
It does.
Deep inside.
Deep inside.
And that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. We are trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. We're almost there. So guys, subscribe.
What a
We'd
milestone.
love it. What a milestone. It's been a fun...
3,000 other weirdos are watching our videos.
Not just
great.
us. Not just our moms.
It's literally just us like refreshing the video. Like, yeah.
Oh my god, it's too funny. So anyway, on that note, guys, thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this battle report. Glad to bring it to you. Looking forward to bringing you more. So stay tuned. Always great stuff coming from Death from Above Wargaming. Have a good night.
See you guys.